Hello everyone, hope you had a great Christmas and have something fun planned for the new year. I haven't did a YouTube video in years, and I said I was going to do better in 2019, and the best way is to get started in 2018. I'm still trying to work on what I want my site to be about. I have a lot going on in my life, some sad, some good, just don't know yet. So I will just see how this goes. I do know I wanted to talk about my online business because I do sell online. I've been selling on YouTube, I've been selling on Amazon and eBay and Walmart for about 3 or 4 years, and I've been, I can say, successful more than what I expected, because it started out just as a fun hobby. I would buy some things and then I would sell them, and then I would buy more things, and my business just grew. I also do work a 9-to-5 job, or 8-to-5. I'm in corporate America, but I love finding great deals and being able to sell them online. Probably 75% of the items I sell are more athletic wear. I work out. I play a lot of tennis. Avid tennis player, avid tennis fan. So it was just easy for me to, for some reason, to start looking at workout clothes. So a lot of Under Armour, Nike, Adidas. But then I do sell infant clothes. And I know a lot of my friends and family always ask me how I find such great deals. And I get asked that questions like so much. And in my local stores, it's amazing. I walk in and I'm like, I feel like I'm internationally known, because everybody's always like, that's that tall person or that tall woman that comes in here and buys up the rack. It didn't start out that way. I've learned to build relationships at my local department stores. Now I have relationships with managers. I have relationship with coworkers. The best person to know is the person who scans, the person who changed the prices. Now I get phone calls. A lot of times people will call me, they'll text me, hey, we're marking this stuff down, because they want to get rid of the stuff because they need to move it to bring in new items for new seasons. So they know me. They know I'm going to come in and I'm going to buy it all up. I won't tell the stores, just because I don't want to get anybody in any trouble, but there are usually department stores in my local area. And I'm just looking now to just, continue to grow my business, because I really, truly love doing this. And my goal is to one day to be able to leave corporate America and to do this full time. So I'm going to use this channel to answer questions that you may have about opening up an online business. I am not an expert. I had to fumble through it. I watched tons of videos. I've reached out to tons of people online. I will tell you what I know, and what I don't know, I'll tell you that I don't know. What other things? Let's see. Again, my nickname is Nisi, and that's what I kind of use online, because my real name is kind of very unique. And, I've had a few people reach out to me that I did not want to. So let's see. I am single. I live in North Carolina. What else about me? You can't tell, but I am 6 feet tall. So I would probably love to do some videos on, the challenges that us tall women go through when it comes to finding clothes and all that other stuff. Pretty lean, well, let's see. I'm not going to say pretty lean. Let's say probably about 178 pounds on a good day. Probably want to lose about 10 pounds. I could use 10 pounds, but I carry my weight well. I'm very athletically built. So thankful for my parents for that. Let's see. I think I said I'm single. Just on a personal letter, before we get into just some things about my business that I'm doing and being able to help you guys. I going through, other topics that I will discuss is, I am a single woman again. I am going through, another topic is I'm going through infertility issues, and I'm going through fertility treatments. Again, I am on the older side, as they call it, advanced maternal age, which makes you feel like you're old as hell when you go to your specialist. But I did not know I had fertility issues until, unfortunately, I had an ectopic pregnancy. When I was scheduled to have surgery, I found out I was pregnant. Never been pregnant in my life. I was dating someone. We were living together. Had plans of being married, and neither one of us had kids. And then I found out I had endometriosis. Was scheduling to have that surgery, and then found out I was pregnant. Unfortunately, I had a miscarriage with that one. Then I started going through fertility treatments. I started out with a boyfriend, but unfortunately, throughout the course of everything that I've gone through, probably over the last 4 years, about 2 years in, I just realized he was not, I don't know how to say it, he was not ready for the journey. In his head, he always thought that, he would make mad, passionate sex with the love of his life and she would get pregnant. Of course, that's what I thought. I would just have sex and get pregnant because that's all I was taught growing up. But unfortunately, that was not going to be my journey, and it became a struggle because I felt like I was dragging him along and forcing him to do things, and I needed the support, and he just wasn't able to give me the support. So I made a decision that I needed to leave, because if I was going to do this on my own, then I needed to be on my own. So I am single, but I don't have any children, and I just want to be a mother. That's probably the one thing in my life that has eluded me. And I don't want to cry because it's a very sensitive subject, but I've been okay. I've went to college, got my degrees. I've worked all my life. Like I said, I work in corporate America. I do okay. I just always wanted to be a mom, and I just never could ever see myself without having a child. And I made the choice, and others may not agree to it, but I made the choice to do it on my own. So I have been going through 2 rounds of IVF. I did one with my ex, and that one was not successful, and I did another round that was not successful. So I'm going to try one last round before I look at other options. I'm not opposed to adoption, surrogacy, but for all of those, for others who are in this journey, they know your money usually runs out before your desire. So we're just going to have to see. And that was one of the reasons, as I grew my business, a lot of the money that I do make from my business, I do put that into my my fertility treatments that I'm going through, because as a lot of women know, insurance doesn't cover a lot, and medications and doctor visits can be very, very expensive. So that's just something very personal. So I can see me doing topics on that, especially as a single woman, and would love the opportunity to meet other women who have done it or are going through it as a single woman, because it is very, very tough. But I can't explain it. When you want to be a mom, you just do what you have to do. So let's see. Well, it's just, we won't, I don't want to be a drag. So, and as you can see, as I told you, I'm an avid tennis player. So this is my tennis necklace. It's a tennis racket and a ball. So you'll see this quite often. I do take it off sometimes, but it's my favorite necklace. So right before the holidays, I walked into a department store, and this is, something that I've learned over the years. And there was a nice clearance sale going on. And I'm that person that walk in and they see me, I will be like, can I just have your scanner? Because what I have learned is a lot of stores, they're so busy, they're understaffed, that a lot of times they don't price their merchandise. So it's not above me to just say, can I have your scanner? If they know me, they'll let me have it. If not, I will grab what I see on clearance and I will tell them to check the prices. And that's just one of my tips and tricks. So right before Christmas, I walked into the department store looking, and I was like, let me just see what these shorts cost. And they are Under Armour. I think they call them easy shorts, easy knit shorts. And as you can see, as I tell people, they are brand new. I don't know if you can see that. They were originally $45, and then they had a $29.99 price on it. I went up there, had him scan it, and these shorts were, I think they were like, maybe, they weren't quite $5. And it was funny because when the guy scanned them, he was like, oh, these shorts are damaged. And I'm like, where? And he looked at me. I said, give me my shorts. So they only had this one pair in the store. I was like, he was like, where did you find these shorts? I was like, they were on the rack. And he was like, oh my gosh, I would have bought them if I saw them. And I'm like, sorry. So these are extra, extra large. And again, they were marked in the store. I know, I'm sorry, the tag is backwards. They were marked at $29.99. And again, they were clearance for less than $5. I think it was like $4. And I did have a coupon that was, though, if you spent $75, you got $15 off. So with the coupon, that did make it less than $5. However, I went to another store the next day without a coupon, and I think they might have been like $5.60. I usually don't share prices a lot because, unfortunately, especially when I'm selling new items, if you walked into the store, if you probably walked into a Dick's or a Macy's or whatever your local store, they probably have these shorts still in there. They may not be marked down, or they may be marked down, and they could be half off, which is still, I got them a lot cheaper than that. Now, I will say, I don't run across these deals all the time, but when I do, what I do is I went around to about 5 stores and I bought up all the shorts that they had. Well, not just shorts. What I also found was, and a lot of this sale was men's, because what I've realized is when you go to department stores, they cycle when they clearance men and women. So they may do men this week and then women next week. And what I realized too, when it comes to workout gear, they clearance, I feel like men get clearance faster than women. And I think it's because women, we are shoppers. We go and we buy stuff. We go to the mall to buy workout clothes. You know, but men, I don't think they're, you know, usually their wife is probably buying it for them, or they just go in and grab it and go. So I just noticed I probably have more men stuff, but I do have women stuff. But this evening I'm only sharing men because I have so much men. And I'm also, with the new year, I'm just trying to I have a lot of inventory that I just want to get rid of. Because I have them in bins and it's time for it to go because I'm tired of looking at it. And I know with the new year, I'm going to be out doing more shopping. So this is another shirt. Again, 98% of the stuff I sell is brand new with tags. Or I do have some stuff that don't have the tags because I've maybe packing them or something. The tag came off, but it is brand new. Like I said, probably 2% of the time I may sell something that's not. Something of mine that, you know, that I just want to see if anyone wants, especially being tall. If I have jeans that I don't wear, you know, I would like to share that to some with other tall women, because I know the struggle, and that struggle is real with finding jeans. And I usually I feel comfortable with a 36 inseam. I can teeter on 34 because now you can be cool and roll it up and put you some boots on or something. But usually, if all possible, I do 36 inseam. But again, this is a V-neck Under Armour shirt, and this size right here is an extra, extra large, but I do have multiple sizes that I'm going to be putting online to sell. And I do have these on Amazon, on eBay too, so I am now selling them. But again, this shirt was originally $30. Don't know if you guys can see that. I'm new with the whole camera thing here. And you probably can't see the price. The markdown price was $22.99. And I think this was also, it's weird because I know the shorts were more expensive, but they all ended up for some reason being around the same price. I think with a few of these I bought with the coupon. Again, it was $15 off of $75, $22.99, and I'm sorry I could not find the receipt. It was probably around, I know it wasn't more than $6. And with the coupon, when I used it, and then when I went back, it still wasn't more than $7. So it was between, I would say between $5.50 and $7 is what I paid for the shirts, with or without a coupon. And again, you can walk into, I was in a store, department store, and I saw these shirts that had not even been marked. And again, if they were even marked half off, at $30, I would have made them $15, and I still got a great deal. And again, this is an Under Armour, and it is a V-neck. This is sort of a blue, and it has like the little lines. And this size again is an extra, extra large. And then I had this, and this is why I lose tags too, because I pull on clothes. And then I found I had like I would say it is a black with a gray type line. And again, they're V-necks. So I found that one. And then I don't know what they call this color. Should have pulled it up online because I do have it posted. You know, I feel like Under Armour have all the weird colors that they call them, but I don't know if you can see this well. But it's more like maybe an emerald green or something like that. No, it's not hyper green. I know Under Armour's hyper green, but again, it's a V-neck. Again, between $5.50, no more than $7. And I still think it was probably around the $6, $6.25 or something. Then I had it in, like this is a light gray, V-neck same. And then they had a yellow. And Nike, this is Under Armour, but I know this is more like a Volt, the color Volt in Nike, because that's like that yellow that they have. Again, I apologize, I don't know the official Under Armour color, but it's probably gonna look washed out, but it is a yellow, and I really like that. If I had a boyfriend, or a husband, like they would be decked out. When I was dating my ex, I would always find stuff, and he loves Nike, so I was always out, and I kept him in Nike. And when I say kept him, now I won't pay him for him like that, but when I would go out and I would see Nike items, you know, because I knew he liked them. So I mean, and it was, I was paying, you know, pennies on the dollars for it. And this is they call it a threadborn. That is a type of shirt that now Under Armour sells. I keep wanting to say Nike, but I apologize. It's like a cranberry type color. So that's that. And again, that's the back. Brand new. Like I said, everything has tags, and I do keep my clothes. I'm going to refold these. And I was just taking some pictures, but when I put them on my eBay, and sometimes if I do sell them on Amazon, I usually can go and find the pictures online and use them because they're items that are still in the store. So I just borrow their pictures. But if I do have a PoshMark account also. I will take pictures. I will post the picture, the professional picture, but I also post pictures because I know sometimes people want to see if they're new with the tags. And what you would notice, like on this shirt, this is an Adidas shirt, the red there was a red price on here, but I mark, a lot of times when I ship items, I will just white them out. So just so people will know how much, well, it won't even be what I paid for it, but what the markdown price is. A lot of times they don't know how much I paid. Maybe I paid half of that, or 75%, or, you know, off, or 90%. But I usually just take some white out and just white out the price. And this is an Adidas shirt. Again, I think it says three stripe life. This size was an extra large, and I think this shirt was like $3.20. I was shocked with that. Now, originally it's $25, but it was $3 or something. I don't know if it's last season. I don't know, but it's still, I just walked into a store last night, and it was in a different department store. I think they did have it on sale, but it was still like maybe $15.99 or something. And again, I bought it for $3 or some change. And again, this is a medium Under Armour shirt, and this is where you would see the white out that I usually do when I ship it. And this one is more, I would say, maybe a Carolina blue, because I'm in Carolina. Let's not even talk about my Panthers, but I love them. Go Panthers, yay. Next year we'll do better. So like again, V-neck. I have multiple sizes and multiple colors, so and because for me, I tell people, you know, I'm like anyone, I want to make a profit. And again, I have a lot, probably 80% of the money that I make from selling, I do use it towards I have a fertility, infertility, however you want to call it, fund. And this does help me just pay for my medicine and, you know, treatments and, you know, next steps. Because if anyone knows, going the surrogate route, easily $75,000, and I unfortunately don't have $75,000 just for that. You know, as like I said, for me being single, that would really be a lot on me. So This definitely helps me out. Again, I think I showed a pair of green shorts earlier. Same type. I think they're called Easy Knit shorts. And again, Under Armour, brand new. Again, they were $45. I got them for, what did I say, $6 and some change. This is a different type of short. I don't remember the exact name of these. But again, they are Under Armour. I don't know why. I think I might have only had one Nike shirt from this. There was not a lot of Nike items in this haul. And these were $44.99. Again, I got them $4, $5.50, something like that. Another 3-Stripe Life Nike shirt. Adidas shirt, blue. This one is a extra large. And then just something different. This was a Adidas. Just look, it was kangaroo. It has kangaroo. What do you call those? Pockets. Let's see. This is the sleeve. Again, it's a hoodie. And this is the back. You have your 3 stripes. Originally, this was $75. They had it marked for $36.99. Unfortunately, I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I know if it was $36.99, you think half of that, 18, 19. I probably paid about maybe $12 for it. I know it wasn't more than 20 because usually I don't buy a whole lot of stuff for over $20. That's, believe it or not, for all the stuff I sell, I rarely buy anything over $20. And that's selling Under Armour, again, Nike, a lot of that. Unless it's maybe a coat or something. Every once in a while, I will run across some North Face, and I know that they were worth $150, and I may pay $25 because I know I can make the money. But I know how to shop, and a lot of my stuff costs less than $20. Even with this being $75, I know I didn't pay more than $20 because I'm going to look at it twice, and I'm going to be scanning to make sure that I can, again, this is everything, I can get my money. And that's just a little bit because, like I said, a lot of those shirts and shorts, I have them in, I think I showed you all the shirt colors, but I do have the shorts in a few more colors. I have been selling some. I know someone just bought all, not all four, but 4 extra larges in different colors because they knew, if I'm selling them online, let's see, and again, I'm not trying to hit people over the head with the price. I know what I can make. If I can double my money, then I'm fine. Even if it's, so let's say if this was $30, I paid $5, I'm just throwing it out here because I'm not sure. If I paid $5 for it, I may sell it for $15. That's half, or it depends on what platform I sell it on. Now I am, and I will put my links like to my Instagram because I've just opened up, I've had Instagram, but I just opened up one for my business name, and I have 2 business names. I'm trying to decide between which ones I'm going to use more consistently because I've started off with Simply Shopping, and that's SIMPLI shopping, one word. That's what I started off with first. For some reason, don't know where it came from, just liked it. But I also, unfortunately, my dad was killed in 2016 on his way to work. Okay, let me get myself together because I am a daddy's girl, and that was my ace, my best boo, my first man I ever loved, and I have a twin brother. My dad was on his way to work in August 3rd, 2016, and a gentleman did not stop at a stop sign, and unfortunately he hit T-boned my father, and with my daddy. Yeah, I always say my daddy. He T-boned my daddy and flipped his truck. And he died on impact, and probably the greatest loss I've ever had. So going through infertility and not having my father has been very painful, and then losing a relationship. So it's been a lot, but hey, I'm still here. I know my dad would want me to go on, to be happy. It's a struggle, but I am Bruce's child, so I will continue, you know, to just live life, because that's what he always, well, that's what his mom, my grandmother, always say, life is for the living. So, yeah, I don't even know what I was saying, but I don't even know what made me go into that tangent. But anyways, it'll come back to me. But this is something else I had that I need to put online somehow, somewhere. I did lose the tags off of this. It is brand new. It's just I had it sitting on here and it picked up some lint because it used to have the stickers on it. But you can still see I still have the hook, just no price. But I know Virginia Tech, so I don't even know. I don't even remember how much I paid for this, because I found it like in a bin, and that's why I need to start selling. I mean, I need to get rid of stuff. I do sell a lot, but I have a lot, so I'm going to do better in 2019 about keeping up with my inventory. This is a hat, and for me, when I don't remember how much I paid for something, I usually have a good idea of what something costs, because I know these hats can be in the 20s, or I've actually seen some as low as 30. But, you know, I start thinking about, well, what do I know? I know I didn't pay more than 20, so we do know that. What can I sell it for just really to make my money? Oh, and I think I was going to, before I start talking about my dad, I know I now am on Instagram. I never really posted on Instagram, but I started a new site. Oh, I was saying I was using Simply Shopping, but also King Williams, because my last name is Williams. My dad's last name was King, so I merged the two. So I'm always going to have that. I'm going to use that name in a business capacity, whether, you know, an LLC and all that. But I like King Williams, but I also like Simply Shopping. Working through that, so you may see both of those somewhere. So that's, oh, and I think I had another 3-stripe shirt, and this one is it is an extra large, and it was in a gray. So I think I had a blue or gray, and I don't know the other color I showed you. Can't remember. Again, so that's just a little bit about what I do and the items I sell online. I'm going to start doing more on Instagram selling, because I would like to, for me, I like to find a good deals, and I would like to sell the items. Again, I want to make a profit. Let's be clear. So I don't like when people lowball me. It's like, I paid $5, so you think you should pay $6. No, because I probably spent 3 hours in the store, gas. You know, there's a lot that goes into me having to get the items home, take pictures, fold them, blah, 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 blah. So I don't like when people lowball me, because I wouldn't do that to anyone. And I feel like, for me, if I bought the shorts from $5 and I'm charging you $12, come on, you can't go buy them anywhere else from $12. And with I love the platforms I sell on, but I know if I sell on Instagram, I would just have to pay, you know, I'm gonna invoice everyone and then just pay the PayPal fee. I think it's 2.5%. And I don't have to then pay, you know, all the other, you know, the eBay fees, Amazon fees. Like I said, it is what it is. I love those sites. I do well on them sites. But I'm not here, you know, I want people to be able to afford the clothes, you know, to be able to afford an Adidas shirt. Or I know everyone doesn't have money, a lot of money. And as long as I know I'm making what I put into it and a little money on top of it, I'm not trying to, again, hit people over the head. I want to move the inventory. I want to give the best price that I can. So I don't like people who try to haggle me. Unless, like, if you want to buy multiple items and you say, okay, Nisi, if I'm going to buy, like I said, like the gentleman who bought 4 of the shirts, what kind of price can you give me? Then, of course, yeah, because I'm shipping them all at one time. A lot of times, 99% of the time, I offer free shipping, unless I know it could potentially be a big item that I may need to send priority, and it needs to go to California, and it's going to cost me $10, $12. Then I have to negotiate that. Like a lot of times, shoes and you know, I have big and tall items. I know it's going to cost me over £1 to ship, and I just think it's only fair if I can't bake it into the price. If I want to keep the price as low as possible, then I may just say, hey, if you're located anywhere from Texas on, then I may have to, you know, I'm going to have to charge you. Do you want to pay for your shipping? And I'm fair. Whatever, I know what the shipping cost is, I'll tell you, and you just pay for it. I can even use my discounted shipping that I get because I ship so many items. And like I said, I was very shocked last year when I went in to do my taxes to see how much money I actually made selling online. I won't reveal that right now, but just for me who I don't do it full time, I made over $60,000, and I was shocked. And I made over 60. So I was shocked. So I have an accountant because I don't play with the tax man. We know Uncle Sam, he's want his money. So yeah, so, and like I said, this is doing it part-time. But I love it. I could sit here and do it all day. So like I said, if I could find a way to do this and retire from my job, my corporate job, I would do it in a split second. Not saying I don't like my corporate job, but like I said, this is something that I'm passionate about. So again, I had first video I've posted in a while, kind of long. I won't make them all that long. I'm gonna leave in my, when I figure out how to do it, because I've never done it, you know, descriptions on some of the items I have. If you want to go online and look them up, if you want to look up, I'll leave you some of the codes that you can go, like, you know, they have model numbers, like for Under Armour, you know, you can go out there and look up that one number here. No, you can't. You know, if you want to look them up, if you know, like I said, they're still in the stores now. And I'll put my Instagram page. I'm going to start posting some of these on Instagram. On Instagram, you will have to DM me if you see something you want. I can let you know if it's still available. I will invoice you because I would need your email address. And the only thing about when I'm selling like this, I do not accept returns, because unfortunately you have a lot of dishonest people. But that's why I invoice through PayPal, because it protects me as the seller and you as the buyer, because you will make sure you get it. If you need any more pictures or any more details, I tell people, let me know before I ship it, because I will give you all the information I have. Please, if at all possible, I don't like to do all the measurements, like tell me what the waist is and the neck is. But if you need it, I will. But most of the time there's a size chart on like Adidas, Nike, Under Armour that tells you. But if you really need it, I will pull out my measuring tape. But yeah, so if it's bought on any outside of the platforms that I'm on, then it is not returnable. So ask the questions. I will send you a million pictures if you need them. So again, I will use this site to show new inventory when I get it, or maybe even some of my older inventory that's still brand new last season that I have. I do have women's stuff, kids stuff. So we're just gonna see how this site goes. I'm hoping to get a following so people know, hey, let me go out there and see what Nisi has this week. I would like to start doing like flash sales, you know, when I really need to move stuff, and you know, maybe do a shirt like this and do it for $10 and that's shipped. Just like I said, sometimes it's just worth just moving it, and so I can buy new stuff. I want to again keep this channel positive. I hopefully don't have to deal with people saying not so nice things. But if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, I would love to hear them. Again, this is my first video in several years. We will be talking about different topics. A lot of it will be my business, but again, for those, like I said, me going through my fertility journey, just whatever. We're just going to wing it for now and just see kind of, you know, how it goes. Again, I wish everyone a safe New Year. Hopefully, please no drinking and driving. You know, Uber, Lyft, you know, take one of those. And I will try to post again. Today is maybe Sunday, Monday at the latest. I'll try to do another video. And again, I will have my links to my Instagram. And I will put my PoshMark out there too. So if you want to visit me on PoshMark, because I do have a closet. I don't keep all my stuff. I don't even think I have a lot of this stuff on PoshMark, but I have other stuff. If you see something that's interesting to you, again, you can DM me on my Instagram page, and I will do my best to start respond as quickly as possible. Happy New Year.